The girl's mobile phone accidentally fell into the river, but the next second, it was sent back by a column of water. She tentatively took a step forward, and sure enough, she was pushed back by the column of water again. This magical scene made her curious, so she leaped in, but at the moment her body sank to the bottom of the river, she actually saw her boyfriend who had already passed away. The river water also began to recede slowly under the control of her boyfriend.
どうして？
ずっとひな子のこと助けるって約束したろ？
The girl's name is Naoko. Her greatest hobby in life is surfing. As long as she has time, she will happily run to the beach to enjoy the joy of riding the waves. One evening, a group of naughty delinquent teenagers set off fireworks on the roof. The sparks from the fireworks accidentally landed on the roof of Naoko's house and instantly ignited the house. The fire spread rapidly, and soon the whole building was surrounded by raging flames. Naoko was extremely scared. She hugged her beloved surfboard tightly and started to escape, but fate always seemed to play jokes on her. She failed to catch the last elevator. Helplessly, she turned around and rushed towards the emergency staircase. However, the corridor was already filled with thick smoke and was impassable. In the end, Naoko could only run towards the rooftop where the fire was less intense. At the same time, the firefighters rushed to the scene. They evacuated all the residents in the first place, but the fire was too fierce for them to rescue Naoko, who was trapped on the rooftop. In this critical moment, a figure descended like a god. The handsome firefighter stepped on the ladder and landed in front of Naoko.
ボードも一緒にいいですか？
もちろん。
In this way, Naoko was successfully saved. Under the reflection of the gorgeous fireworks, she escaped from the building smoothly, and the fire was also brought under control with the efforts of the firefighters.
ありがとうございました。
いえ、こちらこそ。
This was their first encounter. Naoko also learned from others that the man's name was Kosuka. In order to repay Kosuka for saving her life, Naoko took the initiative to invite him to go surfing at the beach. On the way, they were surprised to find that the animals and music they liked were exactly the same. The only difference was that Kosuka really had no talent for surfing. Even though Naoko had taught him for a long time, he still couldn't learn it, but he was very good at cooking, and the coffee he made was especially fragrant. His ways of flirting with girls were also top-notch. Soon, Naoko fell in love with the sunny and handsome boy. The two of them got together naturally. Like many love-struck couples, they couldn't bear to be apart from each other even for a day. Until Christmas Day, the two came to a building known as a lover's paradise. They wrote down the wish of being together forever on the top floor. Soon, snowflakes began to fall from the sky. Naoko was first surprised and then became disappointed, because it was said that if one could ride the waves after college, the wish they made would come true, but she had to go to work the next day and couldn't go surfing at the beach. However, the next day, Kosuka went to the beach alone without telling Naoko. At this time, he could already skillfully step on the waves. Kosuka was about to share this joy with Naoko. When he looked up, he found that someone had fallen into the water. The instinct of a firefighter made him rush forward regardless of everything, but he himself was left in the sea forever. Kosuka sacrificed his life.